Ever wonder how dessert makers come up with their wild new flavors? For these two chocolatiers and an ice cream maker, collaboration and the use of local ingredients inspire their innovative process. So we're going to dive right in here with Alexandra Clark from Bon 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 in Detroit, Michigan. Not just one Bon, three. Bon Bon Bon, for those of you who don't know, is an artisan chocolate shop in Detroit. And so they make over 100 flavors, is that right?
We've done over 200 in our existence, but we have 57 that we rotate through all the time. Our menu's always changing, so when you come into the store, you never know exactly what you're going to get. We're in a 2 square mile part of town that's inside of the city of Detroit, and it's actually the most diverse city in Michigan. And because of that, it's amazing because the ingredients that we can get are just, actually, they seem out of this world. It's like having the whole world in one place. And as a culinary artist, especially, that's something that's just dreamy.
Kind of when we started as a food cart in Portland, Oregon, and then kind of slowly realized the way we wanted to start making ice cream was more so like reaching out to the city and finding different partners to work with. So it was really amazing to grow up in such a small city, to be able to, if I wanted to make a chocolate ice cream, I could meet with 10 of the best chocolatiers in the country, spend a day with them making chocolate and learning everything about it. So, slowly I kind of developed this knowledge of cream and sugar, and then whatever flavor I wanted to work with, I had partners to work with. I like to call it forced collaboration, just because I really had no idea what I was doing. Yeah. So if I wanted a candy bacon, I could go to Olympia Provisions, which is one of the first USDA approved charcuteries in the country.
Oh,
it's
good to know.
Literally 2 doors down. So I got to hang out with them and practice different ways. Or if I wanted to make a beer ice cream, I could go into one of the 60 breweries in Portland.
Yeah, I bet.
And it kind of stemmed this really cool level of creativity in ice cream.
Would you mind telling us a little bit about the creative process, but then also the making of these chocolates and that process?
So each one of the pieces that I create, they're all hand painted, hand shelled, and then I pipe in the chocolate and then I cap it. So each piece does take a lot of extra love and work, but at the end of the day, it's so worth it when you get that little piece of chocolate, someone's eating it, and I just want to bottle up those little emotions of the oohs and the ahs. The flavors that I create are inspired from my journey around the world as well as from my Indian heritage. Beautiful. So I use a lot of spices, I source local ingredients, and basically whatever I'm craving, I'll just put it right into a truffle.
I know that you use some of these ingredients and some atypical ingredients for ice cream. So I did a little bit of research, and I know that bitters is one of them, which is definitely not your usual thing you find in ice cream. So could you tell us a little bit about the research that you do going into making some of these crazy exotic flavors and how innovation, kind of works in that effect?
Just the partnerships that we've created, being able to work with some of the best chefs in the country and sit down and figure out how to translate their menu into a scoop of ice cream. And kind of going in with really open arms and just a complete blank mind, hoping to kind of build off of something great that they've already created.
So what's the craziest flavor you have?
We've done a few different really fun ones. I think my favorite, we do a bone marrow with smoked cherry right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so we get these cherries just 50 miles away, and we smoke thousands of pounds of cherries. It's a fun process.
This one is our high tea. It's inspired by getting high and having high tea at the Waldorf Astoria. Mustachio, which is Moscato wine caramel and pistachio gianduja. Caprese, which everybody knows and is familiar with, of course, as a salad or as a sandwich.
Right, never as a chocolate.
Never as a chocolate. I don't know, but we definitely do it as a chocolate. So it has on the bottom a tomato confiture, which is candied tomato, basil-infused ricotta ganache, balsamic glaze, and a little glacé tomato on top. Bumpy cake, which is a Detroit original, and Butter Crunch, same thing. Detroit potato chips. Everybody in Detroit loves them, so we brought them out to Boston.
How do you find that innovation helps you kind of redefine this chocolate space?
It's huge for us. There's a lot of questions. I worked in chocolate for 8 years before I opened my shop, and most of it was asking a lot of why. Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to spend all of the money on the box and not on really good chocolate? Or, why do you have to try to be okay at a whole ton of different varieties of things, but not just be really, really good at one thing? And so Bon 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 has really been my opportunity to answer that question of why not? Why not use design to your advantage to be able to do the right thing in your purchasing. And to connect a lot of those why questions with answers that I'm really proud of, and that my employees can be proud of, and that they're excited about.
Questions are at the root of any innovative process. Keep an open mind, collaborate, and always try that crazy new flavor.